Right, well, here we are, the final game of our 2023 Commonwealth Cup about to get underway. My name is Lachlan Williams, joining you here, and we've got James Blade, the president of the Altona Lacrosse Club, about to bring our introductions to you shortly. I'll throw over to him while we do that.
Commonwealth Cup. Between Team Canada and Team Australia. Starting out with Team Canada. Number 30, Ty Peterson. Number 33, Shane Reason. Number 2, Roland Marshall. Number 3, Caston Seaboard. Number 4, Julian Valaire. Number 5, Liam Netmaker. Number 6, Noah Toy. Number 7, Aiden Waddle. Number 8, Mason Williams. Number 9, Margaret Vistin. Number 20, Silas Gunther. Number 22, Matthew St. Germain. Number 23, Aiden Wilson. Number 24, William Angus. Number 25, Nicholas Nuizo. Number 27, Ashton Spanos. Number 55, Cole Potty. And number 77, Connor Scott.
So there's our Canadian team there. That's a quick breakdown of the Canadian team that we'll look at there.
Representing Australia.
Now to Team Australia.
Number 0, Blake Watson. Number 30, Lucas Deshawn. Number 1, Jacob Stoken. Number 2, Orlando Kernigan. Number 3, Toby Templeton. Number 4, Gus Bracci. Number 5, Oscar Page. Number 6, Marcus Arambaxis. Number 7, Mitchell Kukutska. Number 8, Brandon Tran. Number 9, Will Dallison. Number 10, Archie Pappas. Sorry, Archie. 11, James Suffolk. Number 12, Henry Farkas. Number 13, Lachlan Williams. Number 14, Isaac Deshawn. Number 15, Adam Smedley. Number 16, Braden Hogan. And number 17, Aaron Lewer. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the Canadian and Australian anthem.
So we'll just pause quickly for our anthems. on to James Bleed there, President of the Altona Lacrosse Club, for introducing our teams there with both anthems. Very powerful. So just before we get underway here, we are closing in on game time. We'll just go through those teams once again. So Team Australia, this is what their squad will look like. Spilkin, Kernhan, Templeton, Ratchie, Page, Aaron Batsis, Kukuchka, Tran, Dallison, Papsoglu, Suffolk, Farkas, Wills, Deshaun, Smedley, Hogan, Lewer, with Watson and Deshaun the goalkeeping options for Canada. Well, this is their lineup. Marshall, Seaborg, Belair, Nate Maker, Choi, Waddy, Williams, Byzantine, Gunther, St. Germain, Wilson, Angus, Nozu, Spanos, Pottle, Scott, Peterson and Freeson are the keepers. So, bit of ceremony here to get us underway. We've got the two captains meeting in the middle. We've got Matthew St. Germain for Canada and Toby Templeton. And we've got Harold Dorner, the first Australian box lacrosse captain from the Commonwealth Games in 1978. We're going to have a ceremonial face-off underway, a couple of photos, and yeah, it's a great little piece to get us underway. So, well done to everyone involved there. Harold Dorner, piece of history involved in today. Teams are over at their boxes, ready to go. And so are we. The final game of our 2023 Commonwealth Cup here at the Lewer Boxscore. The first international event this venue has seen. We saw domestic competition, we've seen national championships, and now we've got Canada and Australia playing off for the Commonwealth Cup, which just over from me. It's actually touching distance, and it looks fantastic. So both teams ready to go here. Canada out and about. We've got Adam Smedley representing the Perth Fury this week. He's going to take the first face off to Australia. Little nerves there, potentially just faced up the wrong way to start with, but Liam Netmaker in the middle for the Canadians. Looks like we've got Shane Freeson starting in the cage for Canada. And I can't quite see who's in there for Australia. I would assume it would be Blake Watson, but no, sorry, it's Luke's Deshaun by the looks of it. And it's Australia that take the first possession of this one. So Farkas now through Kernahan down to Templeton, the skipper who took the ceremonial face-off. Shot clock over to 15. Plenty of noise out there at the moment. And Australia nearly the first look of the game there. Whistle on the play. It's going to head Canada's way there. Our officials for this evening: Steve Green, Jason Lawrence and Richard Gore. So Canada with their first offensive set of the game. Feed inside all the way through. And that is a big save there from Lucas Deshaun to start things off. That was Mason Williams, a little move inside, but denied straight away. And the ball's going to come straight back to Canada. They'll get another set here. Cashton Seaborg, well, he's had quite some week. We've seen him involved in plenty of the goal scoring for Canada. And we've got a foul called out there, I believe, from Richard Gore. That's going against the Canadians. So it's going to be Liam Netmaker that serves a couple of minutes here. So he's going to serve 2 for a cross-check. And the first power play opportunity of the game heads the way of Australia. Toby Templeton will start with possession. He's going to have Oscar Page, Marcus Aaron Batsis at the top. Also in support is Alanda Kernahan in possession now, but he's just turned that one over. Well done to keep it back. Toby Templeton now. Templeton. Back through Kernahan now. Templeton, Aaron Batsis. He's not afraid to let one loose, but Friesen up to the challenge. And they'll clear it through Wilson. We've seen that they've not been afraid to just play the slow, short-handed opportunities, Canada. really just happy to kill the 30 seconds, which for the most part they've done now. They've halfway through this shot clock. That was Waddy at the top now. Nice you back to Mason Williams. Shot from deep. Noah Choi, sorry. Save there. And they'll get another 30-second kill here. So they've done very well, the Canadians, on this PK so far. Noisu. Back to Waddy at the top. Now Choi. Noisu. Shot clock down to 10. Waddy. Nice and high, just tries to get one off, but a stick on there and a good ground ball from Cashin Seabold. The shot was well wide, but that's pretty much job done for the Canadians. They'll have another 30 seconds a man down. It's Jacob Spilkin there. Over to Kernahan. Templeton. Aaron Battis. Back through Templeton. Battis again. 10 on that shot, on that penalty now. Feed inside, just misses Spilkin. Templeton nearly on the follow-up. Couldn't quite. Shot clock down to 2. So they'll have to hit the cage now. The shot clock will expire. And that will be a penalty cleared right now. So we're 3.5 minutes into this contest. Still yet to see a goal. Who is going to open their account first? It looks like Canada here, and it sure will be. Noah Choi, didn't he like that one? Noah Choi opens the account for the Canadians on the assist from Nicholas Noisu. Adam Smedley continues to be given the opportunity in the middle for the Australians, as does Liam Netmaker, but it'll be the Canadians that break on that occasion very early. Gives Australia another look at possession here. So a couple of good chances with the ball in their sticks so far for Australia, but yet to really test the keeper of Shane Friesen. Still a little sloppy there, but Oscar Page reels it back in. Aaron Battis across to Templeton. Does he have the shot there? Not quite. Feeds across to Farkas. Back through Templeton. Steps down, gets the shot off, misses wide. It's going to be reeled on in that bottom corner. Shot clock down to 2, so Farkas just has to let one loose. Does get hit the cage, but Friesen just shows why he's probably the best netminder at this competition. Good enough to make the save, but then keep it in front of him, make sure that Canada were good enough to keep that rebound. Seaborg. Now back across the top. Seaborg again, the shot deep. Good stick save there from Deshaun. Choi, the goal scorer. Shot misses wide. Backed up from Noisu. Still 15 on the shot clock. Feed high to Williams. He's got a bit of a cannon on him, and he certainly lets one loose. Good save again, I think, there from Deshaun. It's going to be Australia and Papsoglu that come away with it. Great on the defensive end is Archie Papsoglu, as we've seen throughout the week. Just a little, nearly a hospital hand pass to Farkas there, Henry Farkas. But good enough to be aware of what was in his surroundings. Brendan Tran liked his work yesterday. They used Will Dallison, who in turn across to Mitchell Kukuchka, and now the ball is being sent into the crowd. Crowd is built up. It's good to see plenty of people down here supporting some international lacrosse. Silas Gunther now. Back to Waddy. Feed across. Now one-on-one with Deshaun. Good save there. Where's the ball headed now? It's going to be James Suffolk that takes possession. He'll just take it into his front half and wait for the reinforcements to arrive.
Templeton with the first real good look for Australia, just can't quite convert. You feel like they're going to have to make the most of those opportunities if they're to be competitive in this one. Australia, a shot clock beats them once again, and just like that, Marshall comes out of everyone off to Wilson. He's one-on-one with Deshaulton. Just too much to ask for the keeper on this occasion. Canada find their second, courtesy of Aiden Wilson. So Aiden Wilson, the goal scorer then. So after a dominant start in the middle from Australia, that's the first centre draw heading the way of Canada. And they'll pull the trigger straight away. Seaborg, he hasn't been afraid to fire on cage, and often with much success so far in this competition. But not on this occasion. It's going to come the way of Australia once more. Feed around from Hogan. Works it down low. Aaron Battis, Kernahan that is. Over to Ratchie now, down to, that was Aaron Battis this time. Feeds inside, Tran gets the space. Nearly find that bottom corner. Friesen just denying him on this occasion. There's bodies flying absolutely everywhere. What's the call from our official? Play on. There is a man down behind the play. They are moving. No, that's good news. But down the other end, how clever was that from Mason Williams? Just moved the goalie and pretty much put it into an empty net by the end of it. And just like that, it is a 3-goal ball game. Smedley and Netmaker doing battle in again. That's going to be a fascinating contest all evening. Ball heads out the back. It's going to be Smedley that gets there first. No, it's St. Germain that just kicks it forwards. And push there from Smedley, so it's going to come the way of Canada. St. Germain off to Williams. Pass just misses, so who's going to come up with it? Papsolku does. Bodies coming across. Papsolku getting rewarded for putting his body on the line there. So Lachlan Wheels. Not to be confused with your commentator behind the microphone, Lachlan Williams. Brandon Tran. Little pop across. Aaron Battis wants to get inside, but that defense from Canada is just so strong right now. And when they do get the shots off, that guy's waiting for them between the cage and Friesen. Good double chance here for Australia. Aaron Battis goes again, but Friesen once more denies them the opportunity again. Canada will come away with it. It's Cole Pottle now. Over to Seaborg. He'd be close to the player of the week, I would have thought, Cashin Seaborg. Choi tried to find Waddy on the pick and slip, but just couldn't.
So no one really came at Noizu there, so he just kept going, got the shot off, and on the rebound, Aiden Waddy, just as simple as that. Too much time, too much space for Noizu on that occasion. And even though he wasn't the one that scored, what he did do was set up for his teammate the shot on the collect, put it away. Just this Canadian side, plenty of synergy out there. Everyone quite aware of each other. But one area Australia can be holding their head high at the moment is that centre face-off area. It's another possession one, but Toby Templeton's just given it up now. They've got a man out the back. Connor Scott's all by himself. Well, they did collapse well, Australia, from their own box. Kernahan just cutting him off on that occasion. So Scott the little flip to Gunther. Just under 6 minutes left in this first term. Feed out inside, so there was a laser to find Choi, but just a little too hot for him. Feed upfield Finds Kernahan, and he's away to bring the ball forward for Australia. Has to wait for numbers to arrive. Does so. He's got Page now. Winds up, gets the shot off. Save. Scott on the ground ball. So yeah, the Canadians have settled far better into this game, Australia, with plenty of opportunities, but just unable to convert so far. Canadians, you wouldn't have seen it on the stream, but in their warm-up, their first warm-up before heading back to the change rooms, they came out topless in their skins, so potentially just playing a bit of mind games with the Australians. And while it's working right now, they've come out the better. So Dallison. Yeah, Arabatis. Feeds inside to Templeton, and that link-up is going to be so important between those two. We've got a reset. Aaron Battis beats his man, so 5-on-4 if they can pull the trigger. Tran lets one loose. But save from Friesen once again. And now the Canadians are away. But Ashton Spanos potentially had a lane to the goal there, but doing the team thing, waiting for the numbers to come, and gets the applause from the bench. Pristine conditions for Lacrosse right now. It was quite warm earlier in the day, and potentially something the Australians maybe were looking forward to as the shot clock expires on the Canadians. They potentially could have used that advantage, but it's cooled down considerably, and it's quite comfortable right now. (23 degrees here in Melbourne, Celsius that is. Quite comfortable and perfect conditions for Lacrosse. Tran lets one loose, but as we've seen on this keeper, going to have to be better than that to beat him. Contest on the ground ball, but it's Canada that come up with it once more. Not afraid to use their keeper, who finds the outlet, and now they kick down court to Seaborg. They'll get fresh legs out there. Nice shoot now, Waddy. Feed across from Williams, just beats everyone, but backed up by Seaborg. Shot clock down to 5 now. Works his way around, gets the shot off, missing wide, so the shot clock will expire. Now it has it sat up for Farkas on the fast break. He collects it. Has he got a step on the Canadians from the box? No, he doesn't, but this guy does. Aaron Battis all the way through out of the box, but Friesen so good once again. I thought that was the perfect opportunity for Australia. Great play there, Marcus Aaron Battis, like a bullet out of a gun from that box. But unable to beat the keeper. 4-0 the Canadians. Australia have been right in this, but just haven't been able to convert yet. And that's probably been the key difference, I think, between these two teams at this stage of the game. And there we go, another one for Canada. This time it's Connor Scott. 5-0 the lead to Canada. Just over 2 minutes left in this first term. We are playing 15-minute stop clocks. Very significantly different to the previous game. Much more numbers in these both these squads. Ball kick to Kukuchka. Plenty going on off ball. I think we've got an advantage called, so Australia will be going man up very shortly. Tran tries to get all the way through, but turns it over. And we've got our second penalty on Canada. Second opportunity for Australia right now.
Was that just cross check? Sir, was this too hard?
So Matthew St. Germain serves 2 minutes for a cross check. His penalty is just outside the game clock, so if Australia don't score, he'll have to stay in the penalty box for the quarter-time break. Templeton, Page and Aaron Batsis playing across the top. That's Trand on that bottom side and Kernahan also out there for the Australians. Aaron Batsis feeds Templeton, but how well timed was that push there from Byzantine? And they've killed the first 30 seconds. So they're pretty happy just to keep this ball high, protect it, kill the clock. Down to 10 on the shot clock now, so no intent to push the Australians. Just a little fumble there, so I'm not sure they'll get the shot to get the reset here. Oh, and just a little off the ball there from Hogan, but it's going to be a let go. Kicks it to Farkas, so still 50 seconds left on this power play for Australia. Just over 30 seconds left in the quarter. Templeton up to Page now. Aaron Batsis through Page again. Templeton. Shot clock down to 5. Aaron Batsis wants that left hand. Gets high to Templeton all the way through. The ball comes loose now, and that's a great job on the penalty kill from Canada there. So it's going to be at least a 5-0 lead to Canada to end this quarter. They're happy just to run it out. They're happy with a 5-0 lead. That's going to be us done. And that will be the end of quarter number 1. Canada lead at 5-0. Dominant display to start us off here. We'll quickly go through our goal scorers. Noah Choi, he's got 1 and 1. Abe Waddy with the 1 goal. Mason Williams with the 1 goal. Silas Gunther, he's got the 1 assist. Aidan Wilson with the 1 and 1. And Nicholas Noizu with the 1 assist. And Connor Scott with 1 goal. Liam Netmaker and Matthew St. Germain with penalties to their name. We're going to take a short break ourselves and be back very shortly. Canada, they lead at 5-0 at the first break. And we are back for the second quarter here. Canada taking on Australia. It's 5-0 the Canadians' way. Interestingly, both sides have had 10 shots. So the Aussies, they are right in this, just unable to convert at this stage. So Smedley in the middle again. Netmaker, 2. That's 1 from Australia. Once more, Aaron Battis. He's got Templeton at the back, but just settles. Didn't quite have control there, and he's ended up on the boards. We are back to an even situation now, but Aaron Batsis tries for Australia's first. Can't quite. Rebounded from Templeton. Back to Aaron Batsis. They are banging on this door, but can't quite beat Shane Friesen in the cage. He is just up to every challenge right now. Scott picks up the loose ball. Heaves it upfield. and Mason Williams. So the Aussies will probably be a little bit disappointed in that. They had a really good couple of looks there, but just unable to find the back of the net once again. Williams over to Seaborg. Noiziuk lets one loose. Save there from Deshawn. We've got the same keepers still in there from that first term. Deshawn for Australia, Friesen for the Canadians. Lockie Wills on the clear that time. Farkas. Over through Page. Back to Henry Farkas. Playing out of Surrey Park. Kernahan. Pass across to Farkas. Jones in on that bottom corner. Just missing wide on this occasion, however. And that's a penalty, shot clock expiration. Canada come away with it at the other end. Aiden Wilson. So pretty end-to-end stuff at the moment. The key difference is that Canada have really been able to find the back of the net. Australia certainly have had enough looks at the cage so far. Netmaker, little fumble there. Can they make the most of it here, Australia? They're away. James Suffolk, one-on-one with Shane Friesen. Can't capitalise there. Can they keep possession now, though? They can't now. Connor Scott's made himself one-on-one out the back. This could tell the story of their night, but great work there, Lucas Deshawn, to capitalise there. Thought that could have been the whole two-goal play, not score down your end and concede down the other. But well done from Deshawn to deny Scott on the one-on-one. And they'll just keep the ball through Mitchell Kukuchka. Page. Dallison tries to get all the way through. Cleverly draws a second and just tried to dump it to Templeton. Got it there in the end, down to 2 on the shot clock, and it will expire once more. But we've got another foul coming here on the Canadians. Who is it going to be that serves some time this time? It's going to be Marcus Byzantine for a slash. So another power play opportunity for Australia. Their third of the game. Haven't been able to capitalise so far on any of them. Aaron Battis works his way through, gets a shot off, save once more. Should just make a recording myself saying save Shane Friesen, because that's pretty much what's happening right now. There's plenty going on there. Who has gone through the crease? The call from Jason Lawrence is that it was Toby Templeton that did for Australia. So it's going to come back the other end through Marshall. The call from Canada once more, I think, will just be settle things down. Cashin Seaborg, well, he's been a big one to just lead this offense and really control the tempo. Pass just missing there, Noah Choi, but it's nearly worked out for Canada. They nearly snuck out the back. Seaborg, they've had a couple of cracks on this shorthand now. All the way through comes Noiziu, gets the reset, so it'll be another 30 seconds to kill this penalty, but they've turned it over. Hogan, 50 seconds on the penalty. Page, Oscar Page, Brunswick player. Across to Dallison. Down to, I think that's Aaron Battis down there. Page, shot clock down to 2, so they just have to let one loose. They'll get the reset, but not the loose ground ball, so it's coming away through Spanos. He's got space in front of him if he wants to pull the trigger. He certainly can. 2-on-1. The man coming from the box there was Silas Gunther, but couldn't quite capitalise on it. They find the rebound once again, Canada. That's just so many times they get those second and third opportunities, making the most of those. Mason Williams down to 6 on the penalty now, so the shot clock and the penalty clock will expire pretty close to each other, and that penalty will expire now in Australia. That's another penalty opportunity missed. Battis to Dallison, Tran. Templeton. Shot clock down to 5 now. Page just lets one loose. Collected through bodies, and Friesen makes a save in the end. Scott. And they break our way so well downfield. It's Byzantine this time. He served a couple of minutes in the box and straight back out there, having an impact right away. So Marcus Vicentine, he's got the first of the second quarter and Canada's 6th goal. Netmaker and Smedley. It's been a fascinating contest so far. It's Netmaker that comes up with it this time, and the flick back comes away of Canada, but Scott's ball nearly turned over to Spanos. Just set up nicely off the wall though. Papsoglu up on Scott, but just works right past him. He's waiting for that stick to hang out from Papsoglu from Scott there, and did a good job. But once again, Canada come with the ground ball. The Australians have cut the shot clock down to 5 seconds, and well collected there from Deshawn. Good save. Suffolk. He wants support, and it comes in Templeton. Nearly a little opening for him there, but the ball moving around now. Kernahan to Templeton. Shot clock down to 8. Aaron Battis a little ambitious there to Kernahan, but did well in a tight box there. Aaron Battis, big body there, but been told that he did so illegally, so Canada will come away with a loose ball. Williams just fires a low one. What a pick up there, or nearly a pick up there from Silas Gunther, just on his ankles, but in the end it comes the way of Australia. Braden Hogan, if he can put the foot down, no one's coming at him. Braden Hogan gets the low shot there and straight to the stick. So that's another save to Shane Friesen. There's 2 out the back now for Canada. Connor Scott and Aiden Wilson just queuing up. And Scott misses wide, and a big hit there from Henry Farkas. I like the intensity there from the Australians. Just put him down and said, look, you're not going to score that easily. And the crowd and his teammates certainly enjoyed that. Potentially the spark that the Aussies need. As I've said, they haven't been uncompetitive. They just haven't been able to score yet. Farkas, Kernahan makes contact with the defender, and Canada come out with the ball once again. Of course, this Australian side really put together last night, so they've all played against each other this week. The whole squad, first time playing together, is tonight though. Feed inside, very nice to Seaborg, and he was met solidly by Templeton. Papsoglu, clever on the ground ball, puts it in front of Templeton. He's got a man in support, uses him. The shot there from Smedley misses. Hit was big there on Adam Smedley, and so big the helmet's come off. I don't think there's going to be any penalty, but we're just going to halt the play until the player can get his gear back on. Seaborg. Uncharacteristic missed pass there from Canada. The shot from Williams, trying to find that bottom corner, gets the rebound, and that's where they're so good, just on these second and third opportunities, is Canada. Suffolk wants some support here, uses it. And it's going to be a timeout, courtesy of the Australians. Just over 6 minutes left in the first term. That's Canada right on top here. Reminder that our goal scorers will not much to report on the Australian side of things, just the one penalty at the moment. But for Canada. Noah Choi with the 1 and 1, Aiden Waddy with 1, Mason Williams with 1, Byzantine with 1 to his name as well. Aiden Wilson has 1 and 1. Silas Gunther has the assist. Nicholas Noizier also has an assist, and Connor Scott has 1 goal, 1 assist. So doing it in singles out there are the Canadians. So it's a good opportunity for the Aussies to reset, think through things, and get back out there and try and find their first goal of the game. Aaron Batsis gets us back underway. Kernahan and immediate pressure coming from the Canadians. Wilson stepping out on Kernahan. Great check there. Well supported from Templeton, but the shot clock has worked its way all the way down to 5. So Templeton feeds across the page, and there we go, the opening goal for the Australians. Toby Templeton found Oscar Page there. Toby Templeton giving the assist over to Oscar Page, and Australia, they are on the board. Smedley, good body on Netmaker in the middle, but where's it come out to now? A couple of pushes there from the Aussies, I think just a little overzealous. So it's going to head the way of Canada. Just too little lazy there from the Aussies. Just lost their man coming from the box and nearly all the way through, but they get away with it on this occasion. Seaborg just brute strength to work his way all the way through to get the shot off, but denied again. Smedley takes the ground ball on the clear. Spilkin just settles to collect the ground ball and reels it in. Templeton. Aaron Batsis, shot. That just misses. Well done there from Aaron Batsis to keep that in. Keeps it to Toby Templeton. Shot clock down to 4 now, so they've got to pull the trigger pretty quick. Inside to Aaron Batsis. Little backhand shovel. That would have been quite some goal there, but not to be. And Mason Williams is away. He's got a man on the inside cutting through, and Gunther can't find him. So Wills comes up with it, uses Papsoglu. And 2-on-1 now if they can capitalise. No one comes to Papsoglu, so he goes all the way himself, but denied again. Helmets go flying. And Connor Scott, how many times does he find himself in this position? There we go, the chicken wing from Lucas Deshawn denies him on that occasion, and Papsoglu's got his everything ready to go again. And where's that ball found? The air gate from Scott attempted, unsuccessful. And the Aussies just giving this back without much of a fight. They'd probably be disappointed in that one, I would have thought. Coaching staff. Bit of fire out there. It's good to see plenty of passion for these young men representing their country. Of course, this is a junior competition that check might have rode a little high from Isaac Deshawn there, but did he take the ball first? No. The call is going to be that the cross check came high, I think. Yeah, so he got the ball, but he also got him pretty high across sort of the neck and head, so it's going to be Isaac Deshawn that serves couple of minutes. Australia's first real time spent short-handed. Ball comes out to Smedley, not quite. Now it was Suffolk that just evaded him. Back half of the field was way open if he wanted to, if he could take it, but couldn't quite. Deshaun gets across on the rebound though. Where's this come? To Seaborg, Troy. There should have been a reset, I think. About 15 seconds on the shot clock now. Little flip, just misses Choi. Can he keep this from going back into his own half? Certainly can. Shot clock down to 6. Williams feeds inside. Good pressure there from the Aussie defence. So that's a great first half of that penalty killed. Just over a minute left on that penalty. So they'll be short-handed for pretty much one more possession if they can carry this across. Although that's a fantastic work there from Wilson. Put Spilkin under all sorts of pressure. Couldn't clear the ball forward, and the Canadians get another look at this one. Just needed to get that ball forward into their attacking half, did the Aussies, and unable to do so. 40 seconds on the power. The Aussies denying them once again. Hogan off to Spilkin, just needs to kick now. Puts it in front of Templeton, asks a lot and asks too much in the end. Spanos collects the ground ball. Spanos, crease dive. And we've got a foul coming. Jason Lawrence is going to send, I believe that's Ashton Spanos. So we're 4-on-4 in Australia. It's a great job to kill the majority of that penalty. They'll be man up for about a minute 40 once they balance things up. And they clear once again. Isaac Deshaun back out there. Shot from Aaron Battis, just tried to find that top corner, but Friesen just up to the task once again. So power now for the Aussies. Aaron Battis, minute and a half left in this second quarter. Templeton. Still plenty of time on the shot clock, out at 12 now. Templeton over to Aaron Battis. Tran moves. Feed inside to Page. There was a nice little pop to just the execution not quite there. And Byzantine, well, could this be a short-handed goal? Seaborg was all by his lonesome out there, but no luck. Paps Oglu, just the ball evaded him, and St. Germain didn't want any of that. He just booted it upfield. And plenty of talk between the two teams. So 35 on the penalty still remaining for Canada. So Australia looking to capitalise on yet another man-up chance. Aaron Battis. He's tried to clear through for him, but not happening. Feeds across to Templeton, and there we go. That's the link-up that they were looking for, was Australia. Aaron Battis looks at Templeton and finds him. And Australia have their second on the board. So in all the confusion, the one Canadian penalty was released, but another is coming. So Byzantine is going to serve a couple of minutes for a hold was the call. So once more, the Aussies He'll just get a power play opportunity now. Just a break on both sides on that occasion, so they'll redo it in the middle. Smedley and Netmaker battle again. It's out the back from Smedley. Well done there. So we'll get 20 seconds of to have a look at this power play. Will the Australians? Templeton. Cross to Kernahan. Well saved there from Friesen. Collected at the back from Marshall. 5 seconds on the game clock now. Got to pull the trigger if they want to, the Canadians. Williams, well, no one comes at him. The game clock is going to beat everyone here, though. So that is going to be that. 6 goals to 2 at the main break. It was a 2-1 quarter to the Australians. And they'll certainly be much more pleased with how that quarter unfolded. So the goal scorers at the moment, well, in that quarter we saw just the 1 goal for Canada, Marcus Byzantine, whereas Australia, their 2 goal scorers, well, it was Oscar Page and Toby Templeton with the goals. Templeton also had an assist, and Marcus Aaron Batsis with the 1 assist as well. We're going to take a short break. Be back in about 7-ish minutes time. No, 10 minutes time. We'll be back before then to bring you the second half between Canada and Australia.
Welcome back here to the third quarter of our match between Canada and Australia, vying for the Commonwealth Cup. Just missed the first 30 seconds or so there, but didn't miss a whole lot, thankfully. 6-2 still the lead to Canada. There's a 2-1 quarter to Australia in the second, so they'll be hoping to continue that trend in the second half. Looks like we've seen a change in keepers, at least for Australia. I can see Blake Watson is in the cage now. As Canada just kill another 30 in their offensive half. I think, yep, looks like we've got Ty Peterson in the cage for Canada down the other end. So Canada still 10 on the penalty now, down to 5. Aaron Batsis. And the penalty is clear. So he snuck out the back, did Marcus Vicentine on the penalty, but not going to pay the price. And Toby Templeton, like a laser in that top corner, puts in Australia's third, his second. And the lead is cut down to 3. That is exactly what the Aussies would have been hoping for. It won't go down as a short-handed, as a power play goal, but it effectively should be. Two goals now to Toby Templeton, the skipper. Some momentum shifting. Canada, they'll be just trying to look to stay out of that penalty box. Plenty of fouls coming their way. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Canadians so far. Watson, desperation, cleans that one up. Out to Wills. Now Page. To feed inside to Kernahan on the roll. Ambitious, but don't mind the intent. Tran just can't reel it in. Templeton, well, he's absolutely everywhere at the moment, including feeding Kernahan. Couldn't take that one. Page, maybe just a little slower ball could have caused a bit of chaos down there, but no luck. The ball zipping around absolutely everywhere right now. Who's going to take it? Page does. Templeton. Marcus Arambatis was off to the races, wanting to get the defensive sub, but didn't realise they'd had the ball back. Feeds across to Templeton, who worked his way through the crease, just a little tight there. So Canada come away with it up their end. It feels like the Aussies have taken a little control, a little bit of the ascendancy out there. Just need to start finding the back of the net to put that scoreboard pressure on. Great pick and slip there, and all the way goes Mason Williams, but can't find the back of the net. Blake Watson up to the task. I think he's going to be called for through the crease there, is Mason Williams. Pressure on the clear, and that's not great from the Aussies. A couple of times they've done that tonight. Seaborg all the way through, met solidly there from James Suffolk. He's going to feel that one, that's for sure. Spilkin finds Smedley this time, and that clear is much better. Aaron Batsis right on his own half. He's got Tran in support. The cutters come from Templeton. Not rewarded. Tran now, he's got a man up high. He had the pick and slip from Aaron Batsis. It was a great move, but just couldn't execute properly in the end. And Cashton Seaborg takes it down for Canada now. They'll just be looking to wrestle back some of the control here. Gunther. Out to Williams. Now with Troy, back to Williams. He's lost his man. The second comes from Farkas. Well done there. The shot from way down deep. No good, but on the follow-up, Seaborg nearly beats Watson, but good enough to get across and cover. But one more time, this clearing is starting to become a problem for the Aussies. Just can't get the ball safely into their own half. That's 4 or 5 times they've turned it over and given the Canadians second opportunities. And the killer for the Aussies is that they play these great defensive sets and then give the Canadians another chance at it. Papsoglu now.
Can they get it back up the other end safely now? He's just going to have to tuck it in run, I would have thought. But there's nothing coming. Wilson reads that and cuts it off. Now uses Noizu. They just got to tuck it under the arm and get it across. That's what I would have thought, but a little lucky there. As Canada turn it back over. Page is going to have to wait for the numbers. So the Boxers on defensive sides now, Canada and Australian. Boxers transitioning easily. Page looks to roll one through. No luck. Spanos.
Seaborg.
Seaborg kicks up to Williams, now across to Netmaker. Seen him do a good job in the middle tonight on the face-offs. Williams. Cut comes from Noizu on the backside, but well defended there from Templeton. The shot clock will expire. So that's another good defensive set from the Aussies. 6 minutes into this third term, and it's a 1-0 quarter to Australia so far. Kernahan, well, he's very close to his own half there, just heaved it back to Aaron Battis, who was waiting for him in support. Shot, a little more in hope than anything there from Dallison. Back high to Tran, now Aaron Battis. Uses those long levers to get all the way through. Kernahan is waiting in the middle. Goal number 4 for Australia. Marcus Aaron Battis, well, continues to be prolific on the assisting end. And Orlando Kernahan from Sturt in South Australia puts in Australia's 4th goal, his first of the night. And the deficit back to 2. Smedley and Netmaker do battle in the middle. Smedley just won that one but didn't come at the ground ball. And how good's this guy been, Toby Templeton, so far tonight? Feeds across, just tipped as he did so. Good body there from Dallison to keep the pressure on. Who's going to come up with it now? This is a big ball to win. Dallison in there for Australia. So is Templeton. Plenty of red jerseys over the top of it now too. Our referees are circling. What are they going to say? Is there going to be a whistle, or are we going to have the ball come out? There is a whistle. Can't quite see exactly what's happening in there, so we'll wait with bated breath to see where this ball will go. It's going to stay the way of Australia by the looks of it. I think the Canadians thought that was going their way, but I did see the officials point the way of the Aussies, and that is the way it will stay. Aaron Battis, he's got Page at the top. And Kernahan coming from the box as well now. Feeds inside to Page, just missing. Backed up there from Hogan. Hogan, plenty of pressure on him. He breaks one. Can he get past another? Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's just got to move this ball, just Braden Hogan. But, there was a late hit on him there. And he didn't like that at all. And we are on here. The helmets are off and the fists are flying. Connor Scott and Braden Hogan involved here. That's not a good look. Both these guys are going to have to serve it plenty of time. And Braden Hogan, that's not a good look for the game there, I think. But plenty of passion flying around, that's for sure. Now it's going to be interesting what our officials decipher here. It was Scott that instigated, but Hogan certainly gave as good as he got. So officials are going to confer. So it was Scott that started it. I think it was Hogan that probably went first, and then Scott had a crack back, and then it was on. So it's going to be a second Canadian come over now as well. No, just dropping off the gear.
Red 7-7, fighting 5. Green 16, fighting 5. Both are ejected.
So game misconduct call for both Connor Scott and Braden Hogan. Their nights are done. They'll serve 5 minutes and, well, it doesn't really matter. Their nights are over.
Hey, ref, am I going out? Yeah, so
No, you have to serve your 5 minutes first.
Just sit for 5, both of you sit for 5, and then you're out. Yeah? And then I'm not penalising the rest of your team as well.
So there we go. After all of that, we are still 5v5. But Connor Scott and Braden Hogan's nights are finished. And just like that, this would be a killer for Australia if they conceded there. But Blake Watson coming up big time. I feel like the Canadians have just kicked up a gear now. Well, they've just turned it over once again. Pass missing well long over Henry Farkas. Hard to miss too, he's a big man. That ball just bobbling around there. Bit of implied pressure probably out there at the moment. Just everyone sort of feeling it. So Papsoglu, can he reel this one in? Certainly can. He gets through the traffic. Well done there from Archie Papsoglu and gets the ball clear to Spilkin. He's got a man in support who he uses in Orlando Kernahan, but then turns it over. So it's a couple of skill errors really hurting the Australians at the moment.
But it's well and truly game back on.
4-6, the lead. 6-4, the lead to Canada right now. Nice pick and slip there. And Watson, he's proved vital. Hasn't had too much to do at the moment, but has stepped up to every opportunity at the moment. There's plenty happening off the ball. Good defence there from the Australians. There's Aaron Lewer putting the heat on. Shot comes from Choi from the deep. But who can come up with this ground ball? Spilkin, great ground ball there. Can he find it to safety now? He's had trouble a couple of times in support, but does really well there, Jacob Spilkin, just to hold it up, find the free man. Well done there, Jacob Spilkin. Aaron Batsis gets all the way through. Shot nearly finding that top corner. We have had a change in keepers. Sorry, we've still got Ty Peterson out there for the Canadians. Shot, Aaron Batsis. Save from Peterson. On the rebound. Spanos. Gunther. Up to Seaborg. Gets past Papsoglu, but the help comes. Can he move the ball quickly now to find the outnumber? Certainly does and gets it back, but straight into the stick of Blake Watson. Who clears, puts it to Henry Farkas. Waits for the support. So 15 on the shot clock for the Aussies now. This game has really taken up a notch. That's not the greatest shot there from Kernahan, but I think he's going to get it back. He can't quite reel it in, so the shot clock is going to beat everyone here. And Canada will take possession. Shot clock expires. And in amongst all that, Waddy has found himself all the way out the back. And puts in Canada's first goal of the third quarter. Adam Waddy, his second of the night. Matthew St. Germain with the assist.
Canada take the lead back out to 3. Poddle.
Uses Seaborg coming from the box. Now, goal scorer in Waddy. Off to Noiseau. Seaborg. Waddy, Troy. Gets past his man, makes a kick across to Williams, but well read there. Just couldn't quite reel in the ground ball, could Deshaun. Did great to intercept it, but just couldn't get the follow-up. Seaborg, just the shot deflected a couple of times there. Just a few skill errors on the clears still happening for Australia. Now we've got a whistle on the play here, so I think there must have been an advantage call. We've got Cash and Seaborg coming to the box to serve some time. So he's going to serve 2 for boarding. And another power play opportunity for Australia. So see what they've got now, the Aussies. Templeton. Page. Aaron Batsis. Back to Templeton. Aaron Batsis will just...
2 minutes, not 5 the last one? It was 2 for boarding.
Oh, sorry. Yep. We'll do it at 2.
So he's still banging on the door here, but not with much success.
There's a stoppage, they can go into their bench.
Waddy. Noiseau. Williams. Still 50 left on the power play for Australia and the shorthand for Canada. Body's flying around on the boards down there, but it's the Aussies that come up with the ground ball. James Suffolk. Aaron Batsis looks for the cutters, finds Templeton again, but it's been well read there from Williams. Is there a shorthand goal up for grabs here? Certainly is. How good was the move there?
And just 1 second to go.
So where's he going?
He's the 5s, they're the 5s.
Are they the 2 5s?
They're the 5s.
Mason Williams.
1 second to go.
Okay, and because...
So 8-4 for Australia, and we are back to even strength. Gunther. Feeds the cutters, but heads out the back. Well backed up there from Waddy. Gets a shot off, gets a reset with to save from Watson, but it's come out the way of Farkas. It just ran away from him. Papsoglu gets past 20, his own teammate. Needs some support here to just carry it over, but puts a foot down. Well done there from Archie Papsoglu. Just outside 30 seconds on the game clock now. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Templeton. He's got Tran coming from the box, but kicks down. Uses Kernahan. Kuchka cutting from the box. Now, Templeton wants to use Aaron Battis. Winds up, gets a shot on. Saved there from Peterson. And play will conclude in about 5 seconds. Spanos needs to pull the trigger if Canada want to find another shot wide from Ozu, and that will be the end of the third term. A fiery one, that is for sure. Emotions flying around here at the Alan Lewer box court. But Australia, they worked their way back into it, but still they trail it by 4. A 2-goal apiece quarter. It is 8-4 to Canada. Our goal scorers so far this evening: Noah Choi, he's got the 1 goal, 1 assist. Aidan Waddy has the 2 goals, as does Mason Williams. Marcus Vizentine has the 1 goal. Assists to Silas Gunther and Matthew St. Germain. This is for Canada, sorry. Aidan Wilson has the 1 and 1. Nicholas Noiseau has the 1 assist. Connor Scott with the 1 and 1, and he is out for the remainder of the game. Orlando Kernahan, well, he's got 1 goal for Australia. Toby Templeton, he's got 2 and 1. Oscar Page, he's got the 1 goal, and Marcus Aaron Battis with 2 assists to his name. We're going to take a short break here. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time to bring you the final 15 minutes of the 2023 Commonwealth Cup. It's Australia taking on Canada with a 4-goal lead to the visitors. All right, here we go. The final 15 minutes of our 2023 Commonwealth Cup between Canada and Australia. Canada up by 4. It's going to be a difficult task for the Aussies, but they've certainly lifted in this second half. Well, after quarter time, really. Four goals, not insurmountable, but certainly got their work cut out for them. Canada. First possession of the quarter. Waddy
shot wide there from Seaborg. So Smedley just probably needed to go the ball rather than the man there, but not going to matter as Papsolgo put his head over it and won that one. And he's wrapped up high. I think that's going to be another penalty to the Canadians. And the Aussies took some exception to that too. Not too sure there was need for it. I think it was pretty much all incidental, really. And, yeah, a bit silly from Australia. They're going to have to serve some penalty time for that, is Smedley. Or is he not? He's walking off to the box thinking he was. So Cashin Seaborg's going to be called for that hold. That one was definitely there. One more power play for Australia. And we've had a change of keeper for the last quarter as well. So if things weren't difficult enough for the Aussies, they've got to try and get past Shane Friesen once more. And the ball out the back, at the top, sorry, Aaron Batsis. Page to Templeton, and I'll keep this ball across the top. They need some cutters here. I think the Aussies just a bit stagnant for this power play opportunity. Now they make the moves. Pass just tipped there though. Tran does well to collect it, but the shot clock is closing down. 3 on the shot clock now, so they just have to fire one off. They get one off in the nick of time. The reset happens, but falls straight to Friesen, who's got Williams out the top side to use him. Nice little move there to get out the way of Toby Templeton. Williams light on his feet out there. It's good to see. Shot there from Williams trying to find that bottom corner. Couldn't. Blake Watson still in the cage for the Aussies. And good ground ball there from Aaron Batsis. If he wants to go, he probably could, but just waits for the reinforcements to arrive. Now does go. Gets a shot on Friesen. Save. And just a little unlucky there that couldn't quite get the rebound off the wall. Won't be backing over. So 5 seconds on the penalty now. Save, and will be even once again. Aaron Batsis all the way through, but he's just a brick wall in there is Shane Friesen. Goes high to Page. So they've had some great looks, the Aussies, but just once more, haven't been able to beat this keeper. Aaron Batsis tried to use his man as a screen, but missed wide. Kuchka runs into trouble, so just tries to get the reset. Can't do so. Interestingly, at three-quarter time, Australia had actually taken more shots on cage than the Canadians, 29-28, but still trailed at fight by the 4 goals. Probably sums up the tail of the game. I think both sides have been pretty even across the board. Just that front end finishing not quite able to convert as well as the Canadians have. Saying that, I think Blake Watson's done a really good job since coming in, and yard sale out there. Nicholas Noizu, what a great check there. Just Lockie Wills hung that one out a little bit, and the Canadian said, thank you very much. Williams. Pressure comes from Templeton. Ball flies across the top to Choi, gets inside, gets past a few, gets a shot on. Save from Blake Watson. He's conceded just the 2 goals since coming on. Papsolgu just lets that one loose, but I love the follow-up work. But Canada too good once again, and Papsolgu still going. Falls to Aaron Batsis now, around the back, tries for that bottom corner. Can't quite. And the keeper out there with the physicality. I like that. Grand ball just evades Farkas, but uses his size to reel it back in. Down to Kernahan. Just probably a good chance for the Aussies to settle things there. Down, but don't need to rush anything. That was a big hit-off ball from Toby Templeton, and I think he realises straight away that one wasn't quite okay. He's going to have to serve a couple of minutes for that, I think. Just tried the off-ball cross-check and instead straight to the helmet. So be an interesting discussion for our officials here. Is it just the two, or is he going to have to serve more than that? It wasn't great. Completely unintentional, I think. Yeah, so he's going to have to serve 5 for that. It wasn't a great look, Toby, from Toby Templeton. I think the whistle potentially had gone as well. So you could see in the background, he straight away after he did it said, "Oh, I've made a mistake here," and a bit out of character. But that makes any comeback from Australia pretty difficult right about now. They'll have to concede 2 goals or wait 5 minutes. And I think we're going to have a delay of game here for Canada. Yep, certainly are. So Noah Choi's going to have to serve 2 minutes. I think that one was definitely there. Took possession and... So Australia will there 4 on 4, sorry, for the next 2 minutes. And then they'll have to serve about 3 minutes, man down after that. That pass just misses. Can Kernahan reel it in? Certainly can. Does well, one-handed just to heave it back upfield. And I guess he'll get a reset on that, but it doesn't matter. Canada have players on the rebound. Visentin. Cross to Williams. Players even at 4 on 4 for the next minute and a half. Ozu beats his man all the way through and denied once again from Watson. Great ground ball there from Papsoglu. I love the defensive effort from this kid. Well done from Spilkin to carry that one over. Tran. 40 seconds left at 4 on 4. Then the Canadians will go man up. Aaron Batsis. Shot clock runs out, and on the rebound, it's really sat up here for Aiden Wilson. Just ran away from him a little too much in the end to make the most of the fast break. Seaborg, 25 on the 4 on 4 left. Waddy. 10 seconds on the penalty now, running about the same as the shot clock. There's a push-off ball, so it's going to stay with Canada. They'll get a full 30 again, and that'll be enough to see Noah Choi back into the play. 3, 2, 1, and that will be a penalty release. And Australia go man down now, so they've got to serve 2 minutes 50 of that man down penalty. Straight away out of the box, Noah Choi not wasting any time. Out of the penalty box that was. And we've got another penalty coming here. So Australia are going to be down to 3 men. It's going to be Adam Smedley that serves a couple of minutes. So things become really difficult for Australia now. 2.5 left on Toby Templeton's penalty. Just over 7 left in the game, and they still trail by 4. 5 on 3 out there. So I'd have to double check with their officials, but I believe a goal might not even clear an Australian player. It should just cancel one of Toby Templeton's 2 required penalties at goals for the major. Williams, cross to Noisu, no luck. Through the crease, so first reprieve for Australia. They'll get to run the penalties down another 30. So they've made it through half this 5-minute penalty without conceding so far. Lockie Wills does really well, just needs to cross over here, does so. Cops on high for his troubles, and another one. Great work there from Lockie Wills. Can they score now? Aaron Battis all the way through. And what a save there from Friesen. Wowee, that would have been absolutely huge if Marcus Aaron Battis could have hit the back of the net there. Lockie Wills just took the team upon his back and said, come with me, boys. We're down a couple of men, but I'm going to draw a couple of fouls here and nearly score a goal. Wowee, that would have sent the crowd off here, I reckon. But it's Matthew St. Germain that's going to serve 2 for a cross check. So it's 2 2-minute penalties for number 22, Matthew St. Germain.
It was our ball in the crease, sir.
So he gets 4. Wait a sec. So he gets 4 minutes in total. 4 minutes in total.
4 minutes in total, yeah. But 2 separate penalties.
Okay. Yep.
Anyway, for the time being, it is 3-on-4 with the Canadians with the man advantage. Aaron Battis all the way through, just tied up. And Canada will have the numbers going forward again. Spanos draws Papsoglu, gets the extra man out the back. And big save there from Watson to deny. But they'll still be the extra man here. They're queuing up at the moment. Canada, can they make the most of it? Wilson, just a little fumble there, off to Spanos. Great hustle from the Australians, but that's great pressure from the Aussies to force just that extra pass. That's all you can ask for. And in the end, Canada with the error. So Smedley, just with 30 seconds left on his penalty. So the Aussies will be even very shortly, and they've only got a minute left on Toby Templeton's 5-minute major. So that's a fantastic penalty kill. They're just going to have to try and really put the foot down if they want to try and reel in this 4-goal deficit. They won't have too much time to do it. Be pretty much a goal a minute, but we'll see how we go. Canada coming away with it now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So Smedley is released, but right as that happened, Tashton Seaborg puts one away for Canada, puts the lead back out to 5.
So that's our first goal off that major. How long has it got to go?
He has the first player was released before the goal. The major has got.
So Smedley was released just as that goal was scored. And the first goal of Toby Templeton's major is released. Not sure that it's going to matter too much. He's only got 20 seconds left to serve. So that was fantastic work from the Aussies to nearly ride out both penalties. But in the end, no luck. But once Templeton returns to the field, the Aussies will be man up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So Templeton back out there now. See him enter play very shortly. There we go.
First penalty is down.
Shot on Friesen. He's been up to the challenge really well. And Williams, he's one-on-one with Watson now. He's been reveling in these situations. But how good's Blake Watson been since coming on? Gets the chicken wing across there and just stops that one. But once again, just If you were to put it down to two things for the Aussies tonight, I think probably turnovers, clearing the ball from their back half, and the ability to put the ball into the back of the net, really, on plenty of good opportunities. It's been the key difference between the two sides. Whereas Canada, they've done well to keep the lead with conceding so many penalties. Their man-down unit's done a great job. Headed by their keeper, Shane Friesen. He's been amazing so far tonight. Waddy. Just over 3 minutes left in the game now. 40 left on the penalty. Australia have the extra, so you'd like to see them really push out and try and get this ball back. 10 on the shot clock now. Fumble, 5 on the shot clock, down to 2 now. Is there a reset? There certainly will be. So to be Australia, that well, it should be an Australian ball there. I think there's plenty of crowd noise going on out there. Is there another penalty coming? There will be. So it's Archie Papsoglu that's going to come to the box for Australia. So Archie Papsoglu is going to likely finish the game out in the box. He's got 5 for a cross-check. That's a major. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Adam Waddy. So 15 left on the St. Germain penalty. Canada, they'll just wait for this extra man to return. And they are back at even strength now. The keeper comes too, so they... there's another penalty coming for the Aussies by the looks of it. Missed that one. So Henry Farkas is coming in for 2 minutes, so I think that probably rules out any comeback now for the Aussies. They are down to 3 men. .225 left. Just making sure all our maths is right out there. Pretty sure it should be. 5 on 3. Troy. I'd be pretty happy just to run out this clock, I think, Canada. No need to do anything too silly. Save from Blake Watson on the shot from Waddy. Templeton. Well, it'll be interesting how far they push this Australia. Toby Templeton nearly got all the way through there. Just left the stick out a little bit and takeaway check took place. He's got Spilkin out the back. You could let fly from there if he wanted to, but just holds it out. Difficult here for Australia, but all they can do is really roll the dice. Try and find a couple more goals, I think. The result is pretty much locked in now, but well done to both teams. It's been a very physical display. Emotions all over the place at points, but you can just tell the passion that all involved have for representing their nations. It's been great to see and a great display, not just tonight, but all week as well. Congratulations to everyone involved in the organisation in this event. I guess we'll go through all those at the conclusion of the game. Shot clock expires. And Adam Smedley will get us back underway. Just over a minute remaining. Noizu with the check. Goes high. Pottle. Wilson. Under a minute now. Shot. Save from Watson. Good pressure there from Kernahan, and has he done well enough to get the ball. No, he hasn't, and that's going to be no whistle. Play will continue on the bottom crease. Good hit there. Couldn't quite see who that was, but great physicality involved. I think that might have been Smedley in the end. Or Blake Watson's just going to want to have that one back again. He's had a great night, Blake Watson, but that's not so good. Ball just came loose out of the stick and left it open, and I think that was Aiden Waddy that put that one away. Assist number 3 for Nicholas Noizu. Goal number 3 for Aiden Waddy. (10-4) now to Canada. And really, the damage has been done in those first and third quarters. 5 goals to open the occasion, and that was clearly the difference. Congratulations to Canada. They run it out. 10-4 victors. They are the 2023 Commonwealth Cup champions here at the Alan Lewer box court. They rightfully get around their keeper. Some sort of night he had. Shane Friesen. Aussies head to Blake Watson. Also a great game. Congratulations to both sides. Congratulations to Canada, our victors this evening. So I'm sure we'll go through our post-game presentations, but just while we have the chance, congratulations to everyone involved in the organisation of this event, to the Altona Lacrosse Club for hosting once again. It's been a busy couple of weeks for them, or busy couple of months really. The box lacrosse season, and then followed by the national championships, followed by this Commonwealth Cup. So fantastic job to them and everyone else involved in the Victorian box lacrosse competition for their help. To all the volunteers that came down and got involved, thank you to everyone. To our officials, obviously can't have a game without their support, so great job by them. To our coaches and everyone that helped guide the next generation of box lacrosse in this country, and I guess in some respect around the world as well. Fantastic work from them, and a big shout out to all the players involved. It's an exciting future for the game when you see players that we've seen on display this week, so yeah, well done to all of them. Players will just shake hands shortly. The Aussies just finishing off with their cheers. So I'm not too sure if we do MVPs for this match or not, but if we do, let's play another guessing game, see if we can work it out. So for Canada, I mean, it's hard to look past Shane Friesen in the cage. He was unreal. Yeah, he did a great job. I think someone like an Aiden Waddy was also impressive with a couple of goals. Cash and Seaborg was once again important. Yeah, it's hard to pick one for the Canadians. I think Destana was probably goalkeeper. As for Australia, Blake Watson had a really good second half. Toby Templeton led the way, just a little foul at the end, let him down a little bit, but he was really good, as was Marcus Arambatzis once again. So, yeah, to be honest, I'm not really too sure, but, yeah, a great match that was worthy of the week of lacrosse that we had. So players just coming together, shaking hands, and we'll commence our presentations pretty soon. So it looks like we're about to commence our presentations. We've got Altona Lacrosse Club President James Bleed out there. There are 2 teams and coaches. We'll throw it over to them. So there you go, 2 MVPs for this match. The 2 goalies, Blake Watson and Shane Friesen. I have to say, my MVP record's not been too bad this week. I'll claim both those as well. So, yeah, both really good efforts from those 2 guys. There we go. There we are right there. Blake Watson and Shane Friesen. Great performance from both those guys. There we go, Captain Matthew St. Germain with the Commonwealth Cup there, taking it back to Canada. Those boys are pretty happy with that. And there we go. I think that's going to conclude proceedings here at the Alan Lewer Box Court. from everyone involved, as I said before, thank you to everyone for their support. To everyone involved in the streaming here, to anyone that's jumped up on a camera or assisted in some way or another, thank you very much for your assistance. That is going to be that for the 2022-23 Victorian box season. We won't be back here until later in the year when the Victorian box season recommences. But until then, my name is Lachlan Williams. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, whether it's from around Australia or around the world. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.